The Tennessee Titans have a great opportunity to beat the New York Jets in week 2, and I'm going to show you exactly how they can do it on today's film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans. Titans fans, welcome into another film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans, your home for Tennessee Titans X's and O's. I am your host, Tyler Rowland, 25 years as a Tennessee Titans fanatic. I've covered the team for Sports Illustrated, USA Today, and I've hosted the #1 Tennessee Titans podcast, Locked On Titans, for 5 years running. We're in season 6. Now, I'm also a certified film junkie, breaking down the X's and O's with you guys for free all year long. I'm going to be doing something that I've never done on the channel before on today's episode. We are going to call it a Game Plan Friday film breakdown. I'm going to take some film from the New York Jets and show you how the Tennessee Titans can beat them on Sunday. This is something that I'm looking to do every single week throughout the season. If you don't want to miss it, make sure to get subscribed. Stay subscribed. Throw a thumbs up on the video. Throw a tighten up down in the chat. And with that being said, as we always do, let's step into the film room. Something that I said on the Locked On Titans podcast as one of my keys to victory for the Titans is the Titans have to run outside zone. They have to run zone runs and specifically outside zone. Because if you look at how the San Francisco 49ers attacked the New York Jets, 23 of their 28 runs were zone runs, not gap runs. Think about pullers and down blocks. No, outside zone is like what the Titans ran with Derrick Henry for the Derrick Henry era. You know what I mean? Think Arthur Smith and Derrick Henry. That's the outside zone run game. And again, 23 of the 28 runs, 108 of the 180 rushing yards that San Francisco put up on the Jets were outside the tackle as well. So zone runs, outside the tackle, that's outside zone, and you see San Francisco run it with success there. Now, that got called back on a crappy holding call by Deebo Samuel, but there were success on those plays all night long for the 49ers. Now what I want to do is I want to show you guys the Titans running a version of outside zone. Looks a little bit different personnel group, a little motion there, but this is outside zone, okay? And it's no coincidence that the Titans ran a bunch of zone runs against the New Orleans Saints, who are a team like the Jets that likes to keep a 4-man front. Now, the Jets were in a 5-man front in that run that I just showed you from Jordan Mason, but overall, the Jets played 4-man fronts for most of the night. So you're going to see 4-man fronts, and there's no coincidence here that the Titans were practicing their zone run concepts against 4-man fronts, because these are the type of runs that they are going to go to when they play teams that like 4-man fronts. And why would you want to run more zone against a 4-man front? Well, zone run schemes are basically where a lineman blocks a spot, not a man. So think about a pull play. You'd have a down block here, a down block here. This guy would climb up to the second level, and then Pete would pull and kick out. All right, you could do that. That would maybe work. But in zone, the whole idea is you have double teams, and then you get up to the second level. And because there's only 4 men on the line of scrimmage, that means it's easier because there's more room to get up to the second level. Not only that, but less guys on the line of scrimmage. It makes it easier to execute those double teams because it's pretty clear what you need to do. And then again, there's more room because there's less congestion, and it allows the guards to get up to the second level easier. So zone runs are going to be what helps the Titans against the New York Jets. Perfectly executed here. Little window dressing with the Calvin Ridley. Good kick out by MPF. And again, good block by Dylan Radins at the second level. That's what the Titans need to do. But I'm not saying that the Titans should neglect their pin pull runs, their gap runs, their power runs, the other type of things they do within the offense. And specifically, again, getting to the perimeter against the New York Jets. Let your big men, your tight ends, your offensive tackles, your guards, go up against a smaller, quicker back 7 of the New York Jets. And again, they should have more room to do that because of the 4-man fronts. Now, this is going to be a pin pull sweep. So this isn't a zone run. You're going to get block here, block here. You're going to have a puller here. And then you're going to see motion from the tight end coming out here as well. So you have 2 lead blockers on the pull and then some down blocks, okay? Get to the perimeter. Get your big guys on their small guys. So San Francisco brings George Kittle in motion. Boom. Got the tackle and the tight end right here on small guys. Bam. Seam for Jordan Mason. Now, go back to the preseason. Here's the Titans against San Francisco. Let's pull back just a quick second here. Look at that. You got tight end in motion. And then the tackle pull. This is the same play. It looks a little different. It's different formationally. There isn't a second tight end over there. It's a wide receiver instead. But look, down block, play side guard gets up to the second level, and then you have tight end and tackle to the perimeter. This is the exact same play. So the Titans need to run their 4-man front run package. And again, I pointed this out in the preseason. This would have been a touchdown if J.C. Latham would have picked up the guy that runs right through. If he just peels off and takes that guy, Tajay Spears is going for a touchdown here. But these are the exact same play, essentially. And the Titans need to run these plays on offense to win. Zone runs, pin pulls to the perimeter. That's exactly what they need to do. And it worked for San Francisco all night to the tune of 180 rushing yards. And the Titans need to do this and run it down the New York Jets' throat as the hurricane comes in Tennessee. For the defensive side of the ball, I don't have any clips of the Titans because I'm not trying to show like a certain scheme or play that they should run. It's just something that you notice when you watch the Jets tape from week 1. Aaron Rodgers is scared. He does not want to get hit. He does not want to take pressure. He got rid of the ball the 3rd quickest time in the NFL in week 1 with a 2.47 time to throw. From the time of snap to the time of throw, his was the 3rd quickest in the NFL. Why? Because he does not want to take hits. I'm going to show you 8 plays here from the Jets. Some to Garrett Wilson, some to Breece Hall. Look, quick dump off into the flat. Let your guy do it. Aaron Rodgers took 1 sack and only 6 pressures, which is some of the best numbers of week 1. Look, quick throw out to Garrett Wilson on the wide receiver smoke screen. The reason is Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to move. He's coming off that Achilles. He's 40 years old. He does not want to get hit. He does not want to have to move out of the pocket. All right, so you have to be ready for these short passes. Look, now they're going to Breece Hall. I'm showing you 8 of Aaron Rodgers' 21 attempts in the game. Okay, his average depth of target was only 7.6 yards. That's middle of the road. So he's not throwing it deep, getting it out of his hands quick, not looking to take any hits because he is scared. So the Titans need to blitz. The Titans need to play tight man coverage and be ready for these quick little passes and be ready to tackle them. The DBs are going to have to play with physicality this week for the Tennessee Titans to stop this short, quick passing game from Aaron Rodgers. This is all he wants to do. Play tight. Titans fans, that's going to do it for today's film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans. Talked about the offense and what they need to do and how they can execute. Talked about what they need to look out for on defense against the Jets as well. If the Titans do these things that we talked about today, I am confident that they will move to 1-1. If you missed my game preview over on Locked On Titans, I go into way more detail about what I'm looking for offensively and defensively from the scheme. Talk about the players to watch. And I make some predictions for this game as well. So go over to Locked On Titans and check that out. As I always tell you guys, Locked On Titans merch, hit the description or hit the link down in the description. But that's going to do it for me today. I am your host, Tyler Rowland. Thumbs up on the video, tighten up down in the chat, get subscribed. As I tell you guys every time, tighten up.